Amanda. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Hope you're having an awesome day. Thank you for taking a few minutes out of your day to hang out with me. Today's video, we are unboxing the BOXYCHARM Premium box for the month of February. Boxy Premium is $35 a month, and I think each box retails for over $200, and you get 6 to 7 full-size items. I'll link my BOXYCHARM playlist to watch previous unboxings. If you haven't already, please subscribe and give this video a like. Let's jump into it. Here we go. Ta-da! I have a lot of things I do want to cover in this video. That's why it will not be a try-on. It's going to be a lot of rambling. Grab a snack. Here we go. BOXYCHARM's theme for February is a door, and this is variation 22. And the highest variation I have seen so far is 47, which I got in my base box. The first product is by the brand KORRES. This is a body butter that retails for $32. And it has the safety seal on, and I'm not going to remove it because I already have a couple of KORRES body butters. I'm going to set this aside for a giveaway. They're super thick and hydrating, which I know I need because I have dry skin, but I think it'd also be great for winter, which is almost done. And I think spring is already making its appearance around here. I'm starting to see things bloom, which makes me sad because we never got snow on my side of the Carolinas. The next product we have is by Tarte. This is the Double Duty Beauty Base Tape Hydrating Primer. That is a mouthful, and it retails for $30. Plot twist, I already own this primer, so that means giveaway! I just have so many primers right now that I just don't need to have a backup to this. I've only used this maybe once or twice. I really liked it. It worked well with my foundations, and it was super hydrating for me and my dry skin, and it helped the longevity of my foundation wear throughout the day. And I already have this. I have a decent amount of it, so I just really don't need a backup at this point. If it was no problem, I would consider it. But I think I have 2 backups of it right now. I'm trying to pan 1 bottle right now. I am super excited to see HOURGLASS make an appearance in BOXYCHARM. This is the Ambient Lighting Blush, and I got the shade. It's a good question. What shade did I get? I wanna know. Diffused Heat, and this is what she looks like. She's on the peachier side, which makes me excited because I've been living for a good peach blush. This is what she looks like. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. I have just been living for a more natural blush recently. I don't know what it is, but they have been my absolute go-tos. And what I really like about HOURGLASS's blushes, I mean, I can't speak for this one, but I have Euphoric Fusion, which looks like this, but she builds up really nice. And I really like that in my blushes. I love blush, but blush is so easy to get carried away with. Almost looking clownish, but it's okay. Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, mwah. He is hot in some clown makeup. Anyway, I just lost my train of thought right there with that statement. Blushes is one of those items that I get very carried away with so easily that I like my blushes to be buildable up to my liking. And I think that's why I'm shifting more towards peachy ones, because I can still get carried away without looking too intense on my cheeks. Super excited to have another HOURGLASS blush to my collection. This is my second one. The fourth item I'm super stoked for. It is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist. I think this can be used as both like a setting spray, but also a toner. Their watermelon line is fantastic. I need a watermelon cleanser next. I wonder if that's on their radar. I know they have the blueberry one, but now that they have a mist, a moisturizer, and a sleep mask, I can definitely see a watermelon cleanser in the future. I have not tried this product yet, but the sleep mask and the moisturizer, mwah, amazing. It is definitely a refined mist, and I feel like I just used up so much right there. Smells delicious, just like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. I definitely feel like it has a nice spray radius to it, but it's super refined as it states. So I just felt like I was maybe overly pumping and using up so much product, but I wanted to make sure that my face was completely covered. But I think it lives up to the name of ultra refined, and I just wish it had like a little bit more spray to it when dispensed. I think the spray radius is there, just not enough droplets, but it goes back to ultra refined. I wonder how this will work as a toner. I don't see it really being used as a setting spray, just for the really refined reasoning. I definitely need a little bit more when it comes to setting my makeup. I've been eyeing this product for a while now. I'm so glad I have it. And this product retails for $28. And now we move to KARITY. This was my pick item for premium. It was either this or a flat iron, and I was hoping that my second premium was gonna kick for February because I would have chose that product for my choice. But this retails for $29. And I don't think I have tried KARITY before. It's been a brand on my radar. And this is what she looks like. This palette reminds me a lot of my Morphe 35M palette. What do you guys think? Do you think that there's some similarities between the two? Let me know in the comments if you would like to see a palette showdown between the two. I think I want to go on ahead and maybe swatch this whole palette. I think that might be a little bit worthwhile since I'm not doing a try-on style. Delia Fearless Dune Embers. Wow, the swatches are really nice. Everything felt super creamy and buttery, and there's pigment all the way through, so it's promising. Pimento Bronze Morning. And this is the first row swatched. Second row. Sunrise Bobby Fuego Harvest. Haley Flamenco Fahrenheit. And this is the second row swatched. Last row. Spicy Passion Apis Sass. I do want to quickly point out Spicy and Apis definitely felt dry, and you can also kind of tell on the swatch. Up until those shades, everything was super creamy, buttery feeling. Flora Ice Bittersweet. And this is the bottom row swatched. Excuse these two, that is from me pointing about those two shades. It has nothing to do with their swatches. Only complaint I have about this palette is I think all the shades in their respective rows look way too similar to each other. But I just feel like I'm gonna run into issues creating looks with how similar they are. Maybe that might help being more diverse in the palette of jumping from each row and not just staying with the row in their color story. Definitely have to explore this a little bit more, and I think it'll be fun to compare it to the Morphe 39M palette. I definitely thought that these shades might have pulled a little bit more green, but they definitely pulled a little bit more yellow. On the back, it kind of looks more green, but maybe that's me. And I remember when choice rolled around, I definitely thought more green. Not everything that you see on the screen is always going to be how it is in person, just because of how like a screen picks up certain colors. The moment we have all been waiting for, the last product. It is the FACCIA something FACCIA skincare 24 karat gold foil moisturizer, and this allegedly retails for $100. Up until this day, which I received my box yesterday, now there is a website of what FACCIA, however you pronounce it. Before then, when you would type in the letters FACCIA, some university and a Twitter account popped up. Definitely not a skincare site. It's just really sketchy how the website goes live after boxes have been shipped and people have been receiving it. Allegedly, the CEO and owner of this brand already has multiple brands up and running. If you already own a brand, you should know this by now. If you're starting out, I can let it slide a little bit because I'm sure it is super stressful trying to get your brand up and going. But if it's going to be featured in a well-known box like BOXYCHARM, you better have your shit together. Strike number 2 is not that it's made in China. That's a different topic of Storybook Cosmetics, but they have the cruelty-free symbol over here. On their website, they make it unclear if this truly is cruelty-free. I'd rather a brand just be straight up transparent like MAC and Benefit, stating that they aren't cruelty-free. It doesn't sit well with me that they could be lying about something else. Which leads me to strike number 3. This brand uses parabens. I try not to use products that have parabens in it. That's just me and my preference. Parabens are preservatives, but there are so many other different types of preservatives out there that don't have the word paraben in it. After working in topicals, a lot of people that were developing products like creams, cleansers, ointments, etc., they stayed away from parabens. There have been studies and claims that parabens can link to some kind of cancer, one being breast cancer. And for me, I'm at a very high risk for it. The doctor has recommended me getting a mammogram when I'm 30, which I am dreading. I'm absolutely terrified. Not to scare you guys, it's just do your due diligence of your research, and it's up to you in the end to use a product like that. It's funny because I didn't fully do my research doing my full face of Lush, because there actually were some products that I found that had parabens in it, which actually really shocked me that Lush would have parabens in it, which I'll go into more details in my recap. Ingredients are so important, and taking care of your skin to me is a huge priority, and I try to be as cautious as I can of what I apply on my skin. I just don't feel comfortable even rubbing some on my hand, and I don't feel comfortable putting this in a future giveaway. I just feel comfortable putting this in the trash and let it thrive at the dump. I mean, congrats that this is your first product. $100 is the other issue that I have. BOXYCHARM and Premium really likes to put a $100 whack item in Premium to have that really nice boost and appeal of look at you paying $35 and getting like a $300 and something value, which is awesome in the end. I just don't need a $100 moisturizer. I just feel like gold might be a hoax for skincare. That's just me and my inner chemist. It's a shame how this brand kind of took the approach, because it looks cool and the packaging is gorgeous. I just don't want to touch this. but it just looks slimy. Why would you want slime as a moisturizer? If you have tried this product, let me know how it has worked out for you and what you thought about it. And there's other drama around BOXYCHARM right now, like the Storybooks Cosmetics fiasco. I do think BOXYCHARM needs to be more transparent if they are going to be doing something like this, manufacturing at their own lab just to save on cost. And that's just where I'm going to leave it at that. And I kind of figured something was up with the palette, because originally I was going to say maybe this was just like a BOXYCHARM exclusive manufactured palette, because I have never heard of it. I have never seen that size of a palette before until BOXYCHARM. And I thought it was kind of similar to the approach Dominique Cosmetics did with the Celestial Thunder. Though I did not try the Celestial Thunder, I wonder if that was something similar being manufactured at BOXYCHARM's lab as opposed to Dominique Cosmetics, because it was a special edition size palette for BOXYCHARM only. That doesn't mean I'm going to be canceling BOXYCHARM. It has been a great way for me to be able to build up my collection and try a lot of these products. But I would love to know if you guys got Boxy Premium for February. Did we get the same variation or a different one? And if not, did you guys get the base box for February? I would love to know what you got and how everything is working out for you. March is around the corner, which means it's a luxe month, as well as the premium box is all Fenty, which makes you wonder, is it authentic Fenty or is it going to be PCR made in BOXYCHARM's lab? I also have my monthly giveaway currently open right now. If you've already subscribed and entered, don't forget to comment on this video for your additional bonus entry. But if you haven't, go on ahead and subscribe, and there will be a link in the description box to the video of all the other rules how to enter. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and if you don't, I appreciate your view anyways, and I'll see you in the next video.